I never thought I was going to go to college. A, didn't have any means for paying for college, and B, didn't think I was smart enough to go to college. I was a 17-year-old senior at CALFARLEY'S Boys Ranch, and we were playing our last football game. A guy by the name of Donnie Davis was all-state running back, and there were about 15 to 20 scouts there to scout him. And I had one of my better games. I don't know, scored 2 or 3 touchdowns, had a bunch of tackles. And then afterwards, I was taking my shower thinking, okay, I've just played my last football game, and my coach comes in and said, there's some scouts out here who want to talk to you. I said, talk to me? He said, yeah, they want to talk to you about, coming to their school and playing football. What? There's this one scout from West Texas State asked, what might you want to do with your life? What might you want to major in? And I said, major. I said, what's a major? And after he explained it to me, I said, is there a major for helping people? And he says, well, that would be social work. So on that day, as a 17-year-old senior, I made a commitment to join the profession of social work, and I've been in it ever since.
When you meet Angelo, you just have this sense of a person that is wise beyond their years, and he's composed, and he's passionate about the work that he does, and honestly making the world a better place.
So I was here when Angelo came and took over the leadership of the National Association of Social Workers. And he's really been, leading the charge to get us all to be more integrated together, which is what? A social work skill,
He is a champion of transformational leadership, and what that means is he listens, he includes other people in his decision making, and he's compassionate and respectful in everything that he does. And he does it in a quiet way. There's no bluster, there's no fanfare, but all of a sudden you get where you need to go. And that's what Angelo brings to our association.
And I think Angelo would say that about West Texas. It's the first place that he, from an academic perspective, had an opportunity to identify that he himself could impact other kids' lives with his education.
Once my teammates figured out I was majoring in social work, they started coming to me with all their problems. And so I would have a long line outside my locker before practice, so people saying, I got to talk to you, I need to talk to you. And little did I know that that was preparing me for becoming a professional social worker. I was getting some good experience.
I think a thing that helps him be an effective leader here is that he's actually been out there in the profession working. He's worked with a lot of young people, he's worked with families, etc. So he's actually bringing all of that real life work here.
He has been a caseworker, he's been a therapist, he's been an employer, a supervisor, a policymaker, you name it. In the social work field, he's done it all.
My job here is to provide leadership for the association, and there are 120,000 social workers who are part of this.
What I really appreciate about him is that through his Boys Ranch experience, he actually developed some goals. Very attentive, just because of his own circumstances, to social service and social justice. And so he actually went into college motivated to develop his education in that regard. Angelo was something of a pioneer in that he took that upon himself. But his example helped us structure programs for young people that are there now to set the stage in a more structured way for them to go on to college.
I've never seen him quit. I've never seen him walk away. He's always looking for another way to get the job done.
My mother, she grew up in rural Missouri, and she was born in the 1930s. And when she finished 8th grade, there was not a high school for African Americans in that rural area. Long story short, she worked for about 15 years working in laundromats. And she eventually got a GED, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree, and she became a special ed teacher. And so I had a living example in my life of, if there's a barrier in front of you, you got to overcome it.